Okay. Uh, yes, hello everyone. I'm your host today, and my name is Yuki. So, first and foremost, we warmly welcome and appreciate everyone for dedicating your valuable time to participate in the Infinity Pi online Zoom meeting. As far as I know, we have participants from around the world joining today's meeting, right? May I know which country you are coming from? Feel free to write down in the chat box to let us know. Or if for those who are attending our meeting for the first time, you can write the 111 in the chat box too. Let's see, with friends from Malaysia. Yeah, hello, Dubai, Belgium, India. Yeah, hello, hello. Okay, thank you and welcome all once again. Okay, today meeting will be very informative and highly beneficial for everyone. So even perhaps even an opportunity to change your life. So please make sure to stay until the end of the meeting. Okay, as we all know, the internet has entered the era of Web3, characterized by decentralization, including concepts such as DAO, DeFi, NFT, GameFi, and Metaverse. Many traditional enterprises have also begun their digital transformation journey. And Infinity Pi Quantum Mining present an innovative business opportunity for us. So next, we would like to invite an influential and experienced leader. He has over 20 years of management experience. After working for several high-tech multinational companies for 10 years and held a senior position in a venture capital firm, he's seeing the rapid development and trends of blockchain and decided to give up his traditional business 5 years ago and fully develop the blockchain and cryptocurrency industry. He has successfully created three remarkable crypto projects, and our Infinity Pi is one of the blockchain project he strongly supported and putting his faith in. What is it about Infinity Pi that has deeply impressed him? So without further ado, let's welcome today's speaker, Mr. To. Hi, Mr. To.
Hi, Yuki. Thanks for the kind introduction. Hi, everybody. Good evening. You're coming from this part of the world. I'm now currently in Vietnam. So Vietnam is one of the strategic and up and coming crypto country in the world, one of the top 5 crypto. So we're very excited to come here and to evangelize and talk to some of the Vietnam's influencer. So also good morning to some of you that come from from the Western world, right? So I saw some from Belgium, India, Pahlavi, Dubai, Thailand. Okay, hi, Singapore, Malaysia, Africa, America. Okay, hi, Steve. So yeah, so without further ado, I will just go into the introductions and go through some slides. Right, so we've gone through a few what we call AMA, Ask Me Anything. We are into 10 days before the official launch, right? We are still in the pre-sales. So I'm going to pull up my slides and go through some of the slides to show you. Right, okay. So I think you are seeing my slide, okay. So, okay, so this is Infinity Pi, very excited project. I have a chance into this project about a month ago with the development team. So I get in some of my friends, crypto experts, 5,000 account open, about 1,500 fund in. But we think in the next 10 days, we probably will double that. Okay, so it's the most popular, right, most lucrative and safest project. Afterwards, I tell you why is that so, right? So today I'm going to go through not so much on these 5 topics because we have gone through a few AMA. It is well recorded. It's in YouTube, it's in Zoom, it's in Voom, is in Malay and Thai and Vietnam and so on and so forth, right? So I'm going to skip most of it very fast. The company background, we've talked about it already, the business model, the tokenomics. I'm going to zoom into the income potential. Would it be good? Show me the money, right? Okay, I'm going to talk about more about the strategy. How do you maximize these 10 days, right? And once we launch, all right? So this is a bit of the company. We've been there about a month ago. So the left is the second floor, the third is the third floor. Many people has gone there before. The left is the first floor. Then we were inside the very first meeting. I was there, and then this is one of the co-founder, Dr. Jackson. Dr. Jackson currently is in London, and he's London, then Manchester, then Dubai. They working very hard. Okay, and they also work me very hard. I'm covering the eastern parts. I'm currently in Vietnam, and this is the office. The co-founder owned the whole building. The co-founder has a couple of businesses, a few restaurants, and a few boats business, car business. Okay, this is a big room with about 6 to 7 meeting rooms, and then big hall, and after there's third floor and things like that. This will be in the last when we were there. This is Dr. Jackson. Okay, so what are we doing this token? I have introduced you this many times. We are a new token, right? We are starting with a DAO. Okay, then later on we are going, definitely we have DeFi, we are very safe. After this, I must show you why are we so different from other projects, because we are very safe. We have pool that's locked for 10 years. Locked one is that we put the token into PancakeSwap, one of the biggest swap in the world, and we have given out admin rights. That means the tech team is so confident that all the logics is there. They give out the admin key. That means what you see is what you get. You cannot change anything anymore, right? Most of the projects out there, if they have not given out the admin rights, they can change the whole smart contract. So while its contract is decentralized, but the key is not decentralized, right? They throw away the key, so everything is what you see, what you get. So this is the token that we want. We want to be as good as some of these very well-known token. XC has gone up about 750 times. Fees they put into PancakeSwap, leveraging on the automatic market making, has went up to 100,000 times. And Shiba just it's a meme coin, right? Went up by 1 million times. Okay, so we want to be as good as Shiba, to be 1 million times. We want to be making history. We want to achieve. Of course, we can't do it with ourselves. That's why we are here to share the information with the world. We want to have 1 million, right? Million Infinity Pi army. Right? So how are we going to do it? We're going to put in PancakeSwap, right? So we have already paired that in PancakeSwap on early September, and on 24th September, which is late September, we have thrown away the private key. So we are fully decentralized. And since then, many evangelists or many crypto enthusiasts, once they see it, they know how to examine. They come in. Our liquidity pool has gone up to almost $1 million, and our coin is now 0.155, 15 cents. So by the time we finish the partnership phase, which is another 10 days, we should be about 50 cents to $1, and that will assemble a few thousands Infinity Pi army. And hopefully, right, and then there'll be incentive for us to push it to the public phase, right? Okay, then once they're able to push the first 20 million, we will crossing the $100 marks. Okay, that is a very first major goal. Of course, our longer term is to push it to $1,000 with the phase 3, phase 4, right? 3.0, 4.0, 5.0. Afterwards, I have the opportunity to invite Darren to come on board to talk to us about what is after 2.0. I think this is the first time most people have heard about it, first time in Zoom, right? Darren is one of the key management team that we got get on board, a very intelligent guy with a lot of experience in crypto. Okay, so phase 3, phase 4, and phase 5. So this is the whole detailed mechanism of the phase 2, which I have mentioned many times. You can see some of the Zoom recording. You can go YouTube, right? We have a quantum mining machine at 2.0, which we give 0.7 to 1% of mining every day. Okay, and because of a mechanism, we believe that this will be long lasting, because your 100%, you can't buy from the pancake swap, you can only buy the quantum machine. Whereas with phase 2.0, 100% of our USDT will be going into pancake swap, and only about 0.7% to 1% will be given out every day. So if 100% goes in and only 1% come out every day, there will be opportunity for the coin to appreciate further based on the AMM. Okay, so far we have appreciated 150 times. We want to appreciate another few hundred times. Okay, so this is very exciting. This model has been well received, right? You can watch some of the videos, right? So today I'm going to mainly talk about the 1.0 in the next 10 days. Okay, why you should focus on 1.0 in the next 10 days. Would it be okay? Right, listen, guys, I'm going to talk about the phase 1.0. It's a very, very good opportunity for us to come into the partnership, right? The DAO partnership at 1.0. Just like if Shiba were to launch back 2 years ago, and Shiba asks you, hey, Tom, you want to participate in this Shiba 1. Shiba at the initial phase where you are one of the co-founders. So at this stage, in these 10 days, we are, and there's a lot of advantage to come in this area. So I'm going to go through a bit details with you guys, and then of course just now the video you have seen, if talking about the V1 to V6, we want to get up the highest ranking as high as possible, so that we can have more coin accumulation once we go into the 2.0, the public phase. Would that be okay? All right. So of course we talk about the DAO and things like that. So the total coin is 70 million. 70 million. 50 million is already locked in PancakeSwap for 10 years. I'm going to show you with the Aave, right? So, and then another 10 million will be for partnership, will be for all of us here. We are all the partnership. So we want to assemble a few thousands partners, right? There will be a big force to push us forward. And then of course, there will be a 10 million allocation to various part of the stakeholders, will be the tech team, the communities, the operation team, and for the futures phase 4, phase 3, phase 5 development. Okay, so this is a very fair tokenomics, and it is locked. So this part is actually locked for 40 months, release of 2.5% every month. Okay, so at this point of time, I just want to check, are you guys still with me? If you are the very first time you've heard about Infinity Pi, you've not seen our video before, maybe you put 111. If you are second time, if you don't mind, just put a 222. Right, let me take a look. How many of you are first time, and how many of you are second time, right? I just want to have a rough gauge whether are you totally new, right? Where I will talk a bit about basic. If most of the people are already aware, following us, then I will talk into more advanced. Okay, I see some 111. Is that 222? Right? I see a few 111, which is good. We welcome. That means it is growing pretty well, right? Can I see a few 111 and 222? Okay, I see. Or you are 333. Okay, cool. Okay, I see some too. All right. So I'm gonna go through a bit further. So, but the purpose today is actually going deep dive into the compensation plan and the strategy. How do you accumulate more tokens when we go into the phase 2? All right, 333. Okay. All right. So let me just go through. Okay. All right. So this is a timetable, right? The timeline. So we talk about this for a while already. I personally must have done at least dozens of Zoom, and then I think Queen Vicky has done Zoom almost every day except Saturday and Sunday, and Luigi is doing another one in US, and then there are various Zooms around the world. All right, so we are into this phase. We are today is 11 of October, so we are almost going to 20th of October, where we are in the last 10 days of the 1.0. Okay, so at 1.0, right, we are building up. So currently we are 0.155, right? We are building up to our objective of the $1, right? So we probably will reach to about maybe 50 cents, $1, doesn't matter. All right, so then what is important is that we accumulate a group of people with the same mindset, same mission, right? That we go and push the 2.0. And then once we have able to sell the 2.0 20 million, right, then we personally will get release of the 20%, which we want, right? And then the token price, if you see over on the right hand side, the token price, if the USDT go into the liquidity pool is 20 million, what will happen to the price? Will be more than $100, right? Would it be good? That would be very, very exciting. Of course, our higher, longer term objective is to push it up to $1,000. Then we will be like Shiba, we will be 1,000,000 times. Okay, so this is what we aim for. So at this moment, let me just show you how safe is it, because there are many projects there, but if the project is not safe, then it won't last for long, right? Okay, so you heard about many projects at Rug's Pool. There are so many thousands of projects that's Rug Pool. Okay, so what we do is we go to AVE. AVE is one of the DEX scanner. They are based in Singapore, so it's very reputable. I myself is based in Singapore, so we key in Infinity Pi, right? So Infinity, okay, Infinity Pi. Then there are many Infinity Pi. Okay, there are many Infinity Pi. Okay, so in crypto, there's many same name. Let's say people in the world, there are many Mr. To. So Infinity is this one, which is we start with the coin address. You must identify the coin address 0x37 ends with D6B9. Okay, that's the one. We are 16 cents now, 16 cents, all right, which is cool. By the end of this month, we think we should be between 50 cents to $1, which is another 3 to 5x, right? So what is interesting is that you go to the right hand side, you do a check, you see click the check, you can see we are 20% here. That means it's the lowest you can find in Aave, and there is a chop, there's a certification. And when you're going to reach check, okay, you can see that we are all cleared, okay? There's a 20 here on the top right-hand side, right? You click the 20 here. That's where you go and see the details of the risk, right? And the token, okay? You can see that there's a big 20 here. The risk is low. We never say there's no risk, okay? Anything that is risk. So it's as low as you can get. And then there's a certification. That means Aave has written, has checked, and make sure it's okay. We have asked some of our crypto developer to check, and everybody is happy with that. And you can see there's a risk check here. You can see the fifth item, which is more critical, admin privileges abundant, right? There's no white risk, there's no black risk, and the admin privilege abundant. Listen, guys, admin privilege abundant. That means once you launch, you cannot change the contract anymore, right? Otherwise, if you were to see any other cryptos, if admin privilege is not abundant, very big risk. They can change anything because they can just replace the smart contract. Okay, so now we can go and see that's first thing. The second thing is that you can see the liquidity pool here. You can see the unlock is locked by UNCX. It is locked for 10 years. I hardly see any crypto that is locked for 10 years, hardly. Okay, that means we are so confident that we want to do this long term, right? We want to develop this long term, hopefully next 10 years. All right, cool. Okay, even next 3 years will be very good. Okay, so in cryptos now is even like 1-2 years is very good cryptos, right? Okay, we want to do it for 10 years. Okay, so this is how you see. So we are here to educate the market that how do you differentiate between a truly decentralized, truly DeFi project and a not so true DeFi project. Okay, so if you have a chance to do a decentralized project, why do you want to do a decentralized centralized project? If your money goes to someone, there will be a risk. Okay, so I have a few friends involved in various projects. Just recently, over the last few days, a few projects just pull the plug. Okay, so this is how we see whether it is real or unreal. All right, so now let me go back to the slide, and I'm going to go through the thing that we want to cover. So I've spent about 10 minutes to bring you up the background. But if you want to know what I've spoken in the last 10 minutes, you can watch the longer Zoom, which is about 45 minutes or so, right? You can watch that, right? So that will give you a bit more details for those people in the first times, right? What we're trying to show you is that we have a coin that's very well accepted, all right? And we are very, very safe. That means we are here for long term. Okay, so what I'm going to do is the next one, which is the income potential. So as you know, in cryptos, the objective of a people in crypto, right? We love crypto. The objective of people in crypto is that to hold as much crypto as possible, right? Just like you have Bitcoin, you want to accumulate more Bitcoin as possible, right? So in this Infinity Pi, right? We have a influential scheme to remunerate influencer. Otherwise, why would you spend effort to market this token? So we want to reach out to people, and the influential scheme, just now as shown in the video, there's V1 to V6. Okay, there's V1 to V6, the different levels. Right, so this is just different scenario. If it's V1, probably maybe 50K, yeah, $50,000 sales, right? Within the group, we are V1, then we have an overriding of 10%, 5% at V1, right? So if we have other overriding, right, we probably with 50,000, so with 0.7% every day minimum, because our quantum mining will give minimum 0.7, we have 0.8, 0.9 and 1%, right? So we have $350 per day, and we have a 10% overridings, right? Then there will be $35 a day, right? Will be probably $1,000 a month. Okay, some pocket money. But if we are able to move, right, as the time goes by, or some people is very influential, we just use 1 million. So we have V2, V3, V4, 1 million as an example, right? 1 million every day, right? Every day there will be a 0.7%, so 7,000 of worth of mining, right? In terms of token, if the token is $1, there'll be 7,000 token. If the token is $10, there'll be 700 tokens. Different will be distributed among all of us because it's a mining mechanism. And if you have a differential of 15%, that will be $1,000 a day. If the coin appreciate by 75% extra, that will be close to $2,000 a day. That will be pretty good, right? That will be right, a V4. So after I'm going to show you a way how do you reach to V4 in a very short time, right? Okay, so if for the project runs longer and we reach to V6, let's say our volume is 10 million. Okay, there'll be projects that run for 50 million, 100 millions, or could be more. Just for illustration purpose, so if it's at 0.7%, there was 70,000 worth at high ranking, where 50%, there'll be some overriding at V2, some at V3. So there'll be deltas, right? So 20% will give us 14,000 worth of token. And if we keep some of the token, we sell a little bit, and the rest we keep, and it appreciate, let's say, to 125%, that will be $30,000 a month. That will be $1 million of income a month. Okay, in the crypto world, it is not difficult to see a crypto that is 100 times, 1,000 times, or 10,000 times. Just how I show you, right? Fees gone up by 100,000 times, Shiba gone up by 1 million times. Okay, all right. In crypto world, this is not unimaginable to reach an income of $1 million a month. Okay, possible. It is a guarantee? No. It is a promise? No. Depends on our strategy, right? Our thinking, depends on our efforts, and depends on our skill set. All right, cool. All right, so now I'm going to show you a way, all right, how do you able to leverage on the current system to reach to high ranking. Okay, the high ranking. So our V1 structure, okay, in normal circumstances, you need to reach to V1, you need to have a core group you carve out your core group. The rest of the group is more than $20,000, right? So typically could be easily 40,000 and above, 40, 50K and above. But in this 1.0 phase, the partnership phase, we are able to get up rank to V1 at $500. Do you want to do a $50,000 sales, or you want to come in at 500? Okay, listen, guys, you want to do a $50,000 sales or come in at 500? You get a V1. So the V1 right? There will be mining every day. Investment is $500. The mining every day is $5. You can take the $5, you sell it immediately. Okay. Of course, there's a subject to a slippage of 15%, right? So even you sell every day, now you got 100 days of ROI. Even if it's a 15% slippage, maybe it's 120 days of ROI. Would it be okay? You invest something that's 4 months ROI. It makes sense, right? I was a venture capitalist. Anything within a year, if I invest something, anything within a year is considered not a bad investment. Okay. So this is, let's say 3 to 4 months. Okay. But what if I can show you can shorten that to half? Would that be interesting? Right. So that's where we talk about strategy. Okay. We use our mind. In the Infinity Pi, the partnership stage, there is a $10, which is a green color, right? Which is the orange, which is in yellow color. So if you get 2% or you yourself invest in this structure, 500, 500, then this is a $10. What is the total investment? The total investment is $1,010 because 500 and the $10 is $1,010. But at this stage, when we directly bring in a partnership level, we have a 15% of quick start or direct referral, right? So we get back $150, right? Because it's 15% of $1,150. Our net investment is $1,010 minus of $150, which is $860. But let's take a look. What is our return every day? Our return every day with the quantum mining, $10. Then we have direct sponsors, and then we have V2 earning. Now we have V2 earning, which is 10%. Our total daily earning is $12. And once you do that calculation, 860 divided by 12 is 72 days. We cut down by 33%. Okay, so let me illustrate further. Right, V3 structure. V3 structure is basically duplicate 2V2 because 2V2s will give you a V3, right? So that will be a V3 structure. The total investment of this, if you go and calculate the orange one is $1,000 and the green one is $10 times 3 is $2,030 because there are 4 orange here. And then there's direct sponsor that give us back some referral fee immediately, right, in the blockchain. And then our net investment is $1,727. And our quantum mining machine, based on our daily mining output and our direct sponsors and the second tier and the V3 earning, because now we are higher ranking, right? We start to earn 20% of the group volume and we are $26.8. That will give us ROI of 65 days. So we cut down almost to half, right? Okay, so and then we have a V4 structure, which is we just duplicate 3V3. Let's get more exciting, more interesting, okay? Because typically when you want to reach to a V4 structure, typically when you build it once after these 10 days will be probably $1 million sales. I mean, some of you could go into $1 million sales or 10 million. Yeah, but if you can do it with 5,000, listen, if you can do it with 5,000, do you mind to do it with 5,000 or you want to do it with $1 million to up rank? Okay, so if you do it with this structure, there will be $5,187. The total earning will be higher. We can send out this video and these slides to some of the guys. That our ROI is 60 days. Imagine if you invest into something that it give you ROI of 60 days, would it be good? All right. So, and then once we go into the public sales, there'll be more volume comes in. You are at the high structure. You are at the 30% level. Would it be interesting? And then this green color, which is a $10 spots, will be a useful spots, because after the phase 1, after these 10 days, there'll be no more $10. And the $10 is quite valuable. Listen, guys, the $10 is quite valuable because the $10 let us able to have an allocation of 200 units of tied to 200 tokens. We have to earn it. How do we earn it? Is based on our 2.0, right? The quantum mining machine, we just have to go and market $1,000 quantum mining machine. We were able to release the 200, and if the 200 goes up to $10, that will be $2,000. If 200 goes up to $100, that will be $20,000. So the green one could worth quite valuable, right? Okay, even if it's go up to $10 to $100. Okay, so it's valuable asset and it helps us to move out the structure. Okay, so I think this structure makes sense, but of course it depends on your strategy, right? Some people say, okay, no, I just want a simple, I just want to open a $5,000 account. Yeah, straight away you V3, right? Okay, and you find $5,000 account, you V4, and so on and so forth, right? But strategy is not one size fit all, right? I just want to present to you there is a possibility of getting a V4 at $5,187. Does it make sense? Okay, don't follow blindly, right? Strategy may fit me or maybe may fit certain groups, but might not fit you, right? Okay, so strategy is what you need to internalize. Okay, so then we're talking about the higher level V5 structure. Okay, V5 structure, basically you just repeat 3 groups of V4. Would it be okay? Right, 3 groups of V4. You can find 3 core people, because to do a V4, typically it's not so good. Some people say, okay, I just, I myself, I can invest $5,187. Or some people say, okay, I can find 3 people to do a V3. Each one is $1,700. I can collaborate with people, right? So what we want is not money. What we want is many, many people. Value of a token is not so much of the money, because money can come and go. We want consensus. Why Shiba can be worth 1,000,000 times, or Shiba is still quite high, because Shiba has 1.3 million holders. Yeah. So we want what we call holders. We want people that is exposed Infinity Pi. We want people that have a group of dedicated developers and co-founders to develop the ecosystem and to populate this. Okay, right. So we're very excited because Infinity Pi is really truly down, because it's truly decentralized. That just now I show you know how safe it is. Right. So V5 structure will be 3 groups of V4. The total investment is $15,000. All right. Okay. But I don't encourage you to just put $15,000 into a V5 structure, not that intention. But you can break it down, find 3 to 4 good, good evangelizers, and then they themselves go and find a few more people and then just form up a structure. Once you have these structures, you are at an advantage, because at V5 you're getting 40% of your group mining. If your group mining every day is $10,000, you have additional 40%. Of course, that depends on the deltas and things like that, all right? Okay, but you're at the 40% level. So even at the investment part is 54 days. I was a VCs, I like to calculate, right? I like to optimize, right? So once we do this calculation, I think, yeah, it's good, okay? All right, so cool. So that will be a V5 structure. So let us go back to see, okay? So V1 to V5, there is a slide here to give people an overview. So V1 is 5% overriding, V2 is 10%, V3 20, V4 is 40, V5 is 40. So with this strategy, right, you can reach to higher ranking with a smallest amount, right? But of course, you have to open some additional accounts. Right. So, but I don't think it's so difficult to open accounts. If you're familiar with token pockets, you just click, you open up some accounts, right? Okay. So of course you can find people to collaborate and form the strategy. So this one is just to present you with idea. Don't follow me blindly, right? And don't take this advice on stage, right? Always check, right? Always check with an experienced people. All right, but with this strategy, a V3 is probably about $1,700 with 7 accounts, right? What we call 7 headers, and V4 is a $5,000 accounts with 3 groups of V3. Total will be 22 accounts, and V5 will be $15,000 in total, 15,500 in total, 67 accounts. Of course, you can find 3 groups of people, and these 3 groups of people can find 7 headers each. And this will have additional account, which is, it's valuable because some of these accounts have the 200 tokens. The $10 accounts are very valuable, right? Because it has a 200 allocation, and we have quite a lot of $10 there, which is good. And then once we have the $10 account, in future, people that have missed, there will be a lot of people that never heard about Infinity Pi, right? They missed these 10 days. What happened? You have the $10 to allocate to them, right? Okay, so there is an option that you are able to do that. Okay, so don't take advice on stage, as I mentioned. Always get back to your experienced influencer to guide you. Okay, all right, but that start able to give you some thinking, and then of course once we get to V5 with these structures, we have global share, we have token allocation, which is cool. All right, so let me go back to summarize what is V5 to V1 to V5, right? So I always like to go to this slide, right? So let me just show you with the spreadsheet. Okay, this is a live spreadsheet. We can do modeling, and those in yellow are all those numbers as variables we can change. Okay, so let's say I'm a V1, right? The minimum is 0.7%, as mentioned just like. If this is just 5%, right? I earn $20 a day. Do you mind to have additional $20 a day and $600 a month? Right, so there'll be just some pocket money to have extra meal. But if this were to go to $1 million, that would be very interesting, right? 1 million sales in terms of volume, right? As we go by, you know. So, but because you position yourself to V4, so you have a higher ranking already, right? So at $1 million of group sales, you with 0.7%, that will be 7,000. And if you have 15% overriding, that'll be cool, right? So there'll be $1,000 a day. What if the coin price go up by 75%? Or the coin price could go up to 200%. There'll be $3,000. Right. Okay. So when we launch the coin, probably with 50 cents to $1, but if we were to push it further, hopefully it go to 2 digits, 3 digits, and hopefully go to 4 digits, right? Everything is possible, right? So even if the coin price don't appreciate, no, 0%, you sell on the same day, you still have $1,000, right? $1,000 a day. A lot of people say, yeah, $1,000 a day seems right. Okay, I can try that. Okay, if it's 75%, yeah, there'll be about $2,000 a day, right? So, and then if it goes by, you know, if we reach to V5, V6, and then if your volume were to reach to 10 million, wow, that would be cool, because if 10 million, there'll be 70,000 of mining a day, or if you say okay, we just use the 10%, right? There'll be still $7,000 a day, right? And even we say the coin price don't increase, I still got $7,000 a day. What if the coin price increased by 100%? I only sell a little bit, right? I sell maybe 10-20%. I keep the rest for the upside, right? Okay, so let's say I just wait till the coin price appreciate by 100%, I will have $14,000 a day, right? Would it be cool? $500,000. Yeah, that's pretty cool. But of course, this projection is earning is not guaranteed nor promised, right? This is just based on the size, because you could reach a V6 with just 100K, 100,000, right? Sales. And of course, you don't earn so much, right? Maybe you can earn a couple of $100, okay? V6 with 100,000, right? 20% overriding, because you're at V6, you're higher ranking, then 20% overriding, and then got $300 a day, $10,000 a month. All right. So of course, all this projection is actually based on the sales, okay, and then based on your actual organization structure. Wow, somebody actually can hit 100 million. Okay, if this goes by, I think some of you in this chat group, you have hit 100 million before, and then even if it's just 10% over here, and then the coin don't appreciate, you could hit quite a big number. It's huge. Okay, so I leave it to your imagination, right? So at this moment, okay, I just show you the numbers. There's a focus today. We record this down so that we can send it to different people. And at this moment, yeah, I think I want to also take this opportunity to introduce, right, the person that able to bring us to the next phase, okay, to our phase 3, phase 4, phase 5, and bring up to the moon, bring up to the next ecosystems, next utilization, right? Okay, so let me see whether is Darren there. Okay, so
I am here. I'm here, Mr.
okay,
Top.
are you guys okay? All right, so let me Let me bring up Darren, guys. Let's welcome Darren. Darren is the management team, right? So he is in charge of operation, marketing, and bring us to the moon. Okay, so let's welcome Darren. Darren, I pass it to you. Maybe you can share a little bit of where are we headed to.
Will do, will do. Thank you so much, Mr. To. I'm not too sure if everyone can hear me loud and clear. If you can, just help me put in the chat box right there. Number one, that would be appreciated. All right, I just need to share a screen. So, Mr. To, please allow me to do that as well.
Okay. Okay, let me see. Let me give you co-host. Make co-host. Okay. Okay. Yeah, done.
Okay, right. So let me just bring that up. Okay. Not too sure if everyone's seeing the same screen as I do. It's the PowerPoint slides that you should be seeing. And let me maximize that as well. Okay. So I think Mr. Tu has shared quite a fair bit tonight. Right. I think those who are here tonight, I have to say this. I've actually joined a couple of these session with Mr. Tu. Tonight is the night that he shared the whole entire game plan, I would say. Right. Every game has a game plan, and you better work with the best game master in the entire world. And Mr. Tu knows this game inside out. So I think he has done quite a fair share tonight by sharing you how is the game plan and what's the game plan of his, and then you could actually apply. It may apply to you as well. So once again, my name is Darren. I'm a Singaporean, of course. I have been in the finance industry for more than 10 years. I've been a trader. I've been a fund manager. I used to have a lot of activities in forex market as well. But the couple of years I've changed my path into blockchain and crypto as well. All right. So coming to a blockchain and crypto world, I start to understand that it's more than just trading. It's more than just charts. It's also more than just price action. I mean, there will be a couple of you right here as participants. You would understand that in trading, it's all about your head and shoulder, right? Double top, double bottom, support and resistance, right? You got to draw the trend line. You know, be follow the uptrend or the downtrend. You know, so but that was the initial thought that I have when I came into the blockchain and crypto world, because that's exactly what I see on my chart. But then when time goes by, I start to realize that it's more than just trading or more than just price action. It's a lot about the community and the ecosystem. That's when I realized that, as time goes by, I start to realize all this, and I start to ask myself this question, right? What is more important? Is the community more important, or is the ecosystem more important? Now, I leave this answer right in the chat box right there. Okay, let me know your answer. Which is your priority? Do you find the community to be the priority or the ecosystem? I want you to drop in the answer right in the chat box. Engage with me. I think with that, you'll be able to share more, learn more. So let me know. If it's community, just like a C. If it's an ecosystem, just like an E. That's an easier way to do it. Right, let me see the answers right there. Let me see the answers. Corinne says both. All right. I mean, technically you're not wrong. Right? Mr. Tu says both. Okay. C equal. Okay, you see. Right. We start to have a bit more different answer. Both. Okay, both. Okay, cool. Okay. Yep. Okay. I'm getting a bit of engagement right there. Community, both. Okay. Now, here's the fun part, you see. It's as good as you're asking me, is $50 more important or $100 more important, right? A lot of people will say, oh, 100 lah, because it's more. It's both lah, right? If you can take 100 and a 50, why you want to choose, right? Only kids choose. Adults don't choose. We take both. We take whatever that we can, right? So we are a bit, what do you call that? We are a bit, we want to take both lah, right? So, but again, when it comes to this this junction that I have to make a decision, yeah, agree with me or not, I would say that the community is more important. Now, why would I say so? Let me give you a good example. Look at this, right? We can see that through the social media, I believe a lot of us are on social media, that's for sure, right? It's either you're on Facebook, you're on Instagram, WhatsApp, TikTok, Douyin, Telegram, or whatnot, right? But look at this. These figures is telling us something, right? The monthly active user on Facebook is 3 billion. This we are talking about monthly active, yeah? The monthly active user for Facebook is 3 billion. And look what has Facebook done. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, Facebook started Facebook, and their intention was to build a community. Yes or no? right? So that their intention was to build a community. Of course, 15 years later, which is today, or 10 years later, which is today, they never expect themselves to create a ecosystem with the community, right? But you see, even with 3 billion, Facebook feels that with the monthly active user, it is insufficient to create an ecosystem. So what has Facebook done? Or technically speaking, I changed that, I rephrase that. What has Meta done? Right? They bought over Instagram with 2 billion monthly active user. They bought over WhatsApp with 2 billion monthly active user. So right now, instead of 3 billion monthly active user, the entire Meta has 7 billion monthly active user across all three platforms. And that's the reason, that's a very strong reason to give them a reason to start something called the metaverse. Yes or no? Right? So that with the community that they have and the monthly active user that they are very confident to launch metaverse, to actually start to be the pioneer of metaverse, right? So with this, I always come back to myself. I realize, hey, Facebook did not create metaverse 15 years ago. Facebook started Facebook, building Facebook groups, Facebook chats, Facebook Messenger, so on and so forth, right? They are collecting database, right? Or collecting all the information with all their money active user. And now buying over Instagram and WhatsApp just give them the additional bonuses to create metaverse. So it's the same logic now. Think from another perspective, right? I believe a lot of you here will be homeowners. Now, think about it. I think I can relate to Singaporeans. Okay, so allow me to relate it to any other country. It should be the same. Okay, so in Singapore, it goes as such. Whenever there is a new launch condominium, right? There's a new launch condominium project. Do the developer set up a showroom and sells you the condominium, then houses and flats before building the condominium, or did they build the entire condominium, then they start to sell you the houses? It's always the other way around, right? They have the showroom to get you in, buying the houses and having more communities time and time again. Then they start using that small pool of funds with your deposit and start building all the condominiums. Of course, you do the progressive payment and whatnot, right? But the end goal is the same in the real life example. They have the community and they start from there on to build the condominium, which is the ecosystem. Then obviously, if you have the shopping mall, then they'll start to tell you, oh, Walmart is coming in, banks are coming in and things like that. So all these are just the ecosystem. But before that, it's always the community. So if I have to prioritize ecosystem and a community, the community has to be first. Okay, so that's off the list. That's very clear cut. I think on social media platform it works. In the real life example of homes, it works as well. Okay, so now moving on. Right. So obviously, I think Mr. No has also shared a very fair share on this. We have a community coming from all around the world and currently more than 20 countries. Okay, these are very, very real life example. As you can see, it's all there. You can see that our co-founders are in there. Our co-founders are in there. I think a couple of photos. You can see some of our community advisors as well. I do not know if I get to see Mr. To, but Mr. To, I need one of your photo to be in here. All right. Oh, I think I see Queen in there, right in the middle, right there, Queen. I can see your hair. I might not recognize you
Not.
from the back, yeah, but your hair. Right, okay. So this is the community we have, right? And a lot of times I've been saying this, yeah. A lot of crypto projects or blockchain projects started off with an online community. But for us, we started with offline community, right? Back to where our forefathers came from. It's all about having that human touch. Now, one of the top renowned airlines in the world, it's called Singapore Airlines, right? And I always fly with them, and I realize something that is irreplaceable with other airlines because maybe I'm a Singaporean, okay? Flying on Singapore Airlines just makes you feel home the moment you boarded the flight itself. Without even taking off from that country, it just makes you feel home because they address you by your name. They give you that touch, that human touch that is always being lost in the recent years because of social media and being online. So this is something that I realized, hey, Infinity has something very different. It's all about human to human touch. So I think offline community is what we have now, but rest assured, I'm working very hard with the online community as well. Okay. So as you can see right here, we have our community advisors. Those of you who have engaged some of our advisors, you'll be able to see that. I think Mr. To has seen a couple of them and worked with a couple of them. Very, very young gentlemen. I think the average age of our company entire employee or colleague structure, right, is less than 30 years old. It's very young team. I think what you want is that energy, that vibe, that keeps us consistently going and think forward. We always think forward so that we can be ahead of the game. Okay, so that's the entire game plan as far as the company internal matters, right? So moving forward, we can actually see that. So this is something that I've touched on the community. Now I want to touch on the ecosystem. Okay, so let me just So I'll touch on the ecosystem now. With the ecosystem that you see right here, it's very clear that we had a proper game plan. Okay, it's very, very clear. Now let me just run you through a very in-depth one. Okay. So currently we're at a 1.0 stage, which is the DAO partnership. Okay, this is just to establish a decentralized autonomous organization for decision making. So that's what we call DAO partnership. I think everyone is very clear about what DAO partnership is. I'm not going to touch too much on that. Okay, so we obviously on the 21st of October, I think Mr. Todd emphasized again and again, time is on your side. It's not on it's on your side to make a decision to come in before the 20th. The reason being because 21st, when 21st starts, the quantum mining community building will start, all right? There will be no more a lot of privileges that you get right now. So do not miss this out, okay? So on the 2.0, you have the quantum mining that's starting to kick in. And at the same time, we are building the online community as well as the offline community to a larger level. Because on the 1.0 is DAO partnership, and now we are really moving on to the on and offline community. So on the 2.0 is about the providing advanced mining solutions. It's also about the mining pool, creation of the collective mining pools to optimize reward distribution. Okay, so that's as far as 2.0. I think some of you have been with us for some time. You would know that 2.0 is as such. Okay, now here comes the better game plan. Okay, in 3.0, we name it a Infinity X. That's where the community applications step in. Okay, that's where the GameFi and DeFi partnership, coming into the game. So launching a decentralization gaming platform where users can earn, trade, and monetize their assets within the game. Of course, we could be, in terms of reward, we could be talking about NFTs and things like that, okay? But not only that, we want to collaborate with existing DeFi platforms so that each party can have a mutual benefit with a broader integration into the partnership itself. So that's as far as Infinity X, right? It's about launching the community applications, okay? So in Infinity 4.0, we have a name for it as well, okay? It's called Infinity Extra, okay? This time round, it's all about RWA, okay? Because with RWA, it creates token circulation, okay? RWA is real-world application. So it's to develop a decentralized application to bridge the gap, okay? To bridge the gap between the crypto world and the real world, all right? So this is to create a RWA. Okay. Not only that, we want to create a marketplace for any of our users or members to be able to sell NFTs, goods or services using your token as a medium of exchange. This is shows that there is a token circulation. But also, what is amazing right here at Infinity Extra is that we want to start a Infinity Extra payment. So to integrate payment gateways, allowing businesses or users like yourself to accept tokens as a method of payment. So with all this, it's really about real world application, coming back to real life again, okay? But of course, the finale, and as far as it goes for now, is called Infinity Extreme. That's at the 5.0 stage. This is actually to allow us to be publicized so that we can be a public chain in the ecosystem. Okay, we want to have our blockchain launch a dedicated blockchain to ensure scalability and security, as well as the interoperability. Okay, that's as far as the blockchain is concerned. We have a cross-chain in plan as well as cross-chain exchange. So it's to really launch a cutting-edge crypto exchange platform promoting trade, liquidity, as well as global coverage as well. Okay, and last but not least, within this 5.0 Infinity Extreme, we want to be able to launch our own wallet so that we are able to have a comprehensive wallet for securing storage, transactions, as well as staking. right? So you can imagine that Infinity Action is the next finance, and that's where we want to be. But always remember this: no matter how great the ecosystem can be, without a community, it's all worthless. It's all just pictures and all. Okay, so I'm encouraging every one of you right here to actually contribute to the community in one way or another. All right. So to end this off in the whole way, the whole thing, right? To actually summarize the whole project, right? I believe my parents always tell me one thing is that you use one lifetime to do one thing with one heart and you get one result. That's the old school way of teaching a method of success. But the new generation, where my generation starts, I believe it's all about finding early, trending early, start early, and win early. There's a saying always go high risk, high reward. I always beg a differ on that. I think Mr. To has touched a lot, especially about Shiba. Has flew a million times. But let me ask you, when Shiba launched, you had that belief and vision. You could have pumped in $1,000 and it will make you a million or billionaire. Does that require a lot of risk from you? No. It's all about finding early, trending early, start early so that you can win early as well. So that's the conclusion and summary I have for this entire session. I hope you guys have a good takeaway. And that for that, I thank you, Mr. To. The session, I give it back to you.
Wow. Okay. Thanks, Darren. Very enlightening. So, yeah, I do see a long way, a very clear path. Thanks for sharing that with us. I think as we grow, we have more very intelligent and committed people to come in to join force. Hopefully, we can build something, to build something where we are proud of. Okay, and of course, we are here, we need to make money. So the 1.0, 2.0 is to help everybody to make money first. Once money comes in, we glue everybody together. Cool. But at least we got a directions, a vision, right? I hope some of you that are here, you share that. Okay, so I think we've covered that quite a fair bit, but I can't help that I see our superstars, Queen Vicky is here, so maybe we can ask Queen Vicky to come on board. Don't just share with us what is the latest going on now in Dubai, in London, right? And what do you see in this project? Queen Vicky was a scientist. She really go deep dive into a lot of crypto projects. She has been in crypto project for the last 5 years. Okay, Queen Vicky, could you share with us?
Hi, Tal. How are you? And thank you, Darren.
Good.
I tell you, that was a powerful presentation. I just saw it for the first time today. It's really, really well the way you delivered it. But I tell you guys one thing, I am busy working, building that community now. I know some of you, some of our leaders are waiting for the 2.0 for various reasons. I am not. And being that now that I'm exposed to this model of how to quickly become V5, thank you, Tal, for that. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to create a new leg and I'm going to utilize that model and help a lot of people, because those $10 plans that we have today, they won't get you a miner, but they're good to utilize for strategy and later on give to other people who may not have the opportunity to get in with $500, but they can work and get that done. But I tell you, looking at the security, the liquidity pool, looking at all of these things that are inherent in this true DeFi project, looking at the audit, the being certified, looking at the renouncement of the admin keys, looking at the smart contract and how we're going to go from 1.0 to 2.0. This is a no-brainer, ladies and gentlemen. And this is my primary deal. And I'm running hard and fast. And Team Queen Wiki, they're running hard and fast. And I tell you, catch up, because this is where everyone should be. And as we go forward into 2.0 and in just 10 short days, I know exactly what's going to happen in that last week. Everybody's going to ape in. Everyone is going to FOMO in. It always happens. So this is the opportunity to get in. I'd like to say thank you, To, again, for allowing me to speak. Bye, guys.
Yeah, always very excited to hear from you. Lots of energy, right? Okay, so cool. Very excited to have some same-minded people. Okay, So I think yeah, we come to an hour or so. Yeah, if anybody have any questions, yeah, we can open up one or two or three questions. Right. We speak a very high level today, but you can see our some of the basic information from the YouTube, from the Zoom, or join our group. If you are not inside our chat group, please yeah, get yourself inside a chat group and ask any questions. We are here to build our communities. Everybody is helping each other. Wow, I see Corinne. Hi, Corinne. Okay, you want to share what's going on in Philippines and yeah, in your part of the world?
Yes, hello. Saying ho. Hi, Queen
Good to see
Wiki.
you.
I'm always inspired by Queen Wiki. She's my second mom in Dubai. She taught me a lot, especially in this DeFi. And of course, Eric to my better half. Philippine is actually number 17 in the top 25 world that can adopt in crypto. Of course, I never stop sharing this to my kababayan. I just have a call with them today and teaching them how to open the wallet. I have one team there. They have office there. They have their own office and they're building Infinity there. Yes, a lot of senior citizen, a lot of youth, and a lot of new one, also fresh one. I love to teach them and I love to share this to all the fresh people as well because we need to adapt in the crypto world, right, Sanghok? Yeah, we cannot be like only after 1 year and then this infinity is already so big. So yeah, we need to be fast, full speed, like Queen Wiki say.
Cool. Okay, good. So we have seen yeah, people from the first world, from the developing countries to broader. So we reach to 25 countries. We want to reach to 52 countries or more. Right. So cool. So I'm going to stop the recording. I think this is a very good recording. I must say, while more we